Hello everyone, and here it is. After the crash, my DJI Mini2 is in pieces. I tried to recover every possible part, but I think I found a lot, and unfortunately it's in really bad shape. As you can see, some camera suspension parts. Camera survive, but only the suspension arm is broken. GPS antenna is okay. Unfortunately, because camera is hanging on the wires, they're also okay, they survive, but the flex tape which going to the motors is ripped off, as you can see. And yeah, a few pieces. It was short on this LED wires. Some small smoke was coming, and I immediately removed the battery from the drone. It's also the reason why the last beat of video when I crashed is just from my mobile phone, what DJI app recorded, because the data on the SD card was corrupted, not finalized, and the filter survived. Yeah, that is funny. Always the cheap stuff is survive, and the filters not cost too much, and the drone is in pieces, unfortunately. But because of that, I can make this video, and also we can all now discover what is the inside. How DJI built this drone. That's really fascinating bit, and yeah, let's be positive about this stuff, and enjoy all this repair process, hopefully with successful and happy end. But yeah, it's a lot work to do. There's a lot of small cracks on the frame, top cover, but fortunately arms are fine, not broken. All motors perfectly fine. That's really good. And it looks really bad, and I was thinking for the moment, like, that's it, no more flight with this drone, and take the really deep breath and come down. And I think that is not really bad. That is not really bad. Some work need to be done, but I'm sure this drone will be again in the air and fully functional and give me a lot of fun again. The small PCB on the top is the board which have on this PCB is all drivers for the 4 motors, and some power management to charge the battery. Every connected tape of our wires are secured by some glue. It looks like hot glue, but it's not. It's like epoxy glue holding every connector on place. I think it's against the vibrations and to keep this always on the same place. The connectors are really small and definitely will not provide enough friction to keep all bits together. Yeah, the few marks and scratches, which easy to clean, fortunately. It's really no bad structural damage. And the main board is below this tape, and yeah, as we can see, is the nice big heatsink. The funny is I can easily remove that warranty label without damaging. Got the thermal paste. It looks like these bits need to be, like, as you can see now, I use even the pliers to remove that glue which holds the all connectors on the board. Antennas for the communication, and the PCB is just now holding on this tape, which is copper. Internal layers, the copper, and probably is like the RF shield. Inspection shows me the board is fine, nothing wrong with this board, which is really good. Hopefully. And this part, yep, it's not survive well. As you can see, the whole gimbal for the camera is broken. Fortunately, the wires which go into the camera, the bunch of wires, are really strong. Of course, they need to survive many cycles of bending on this gimbal, and they good. They not broke and they looks fine. Only the gimbal broke in few places, and I need to put this together. Let's look closer on this camera connection. As you can see, is the bunch of wires, really flexible wires. Here is in some material sleeve which secure those wires from extra friction. Connector, as you can see, is the solder individually, and again some epoxy on the top, but that's really good. I really like this solution. It's like camera extender, and it's surprisingly not too many wires going just from the camera to provide this 4K resolution. And that's the broken flexi wires going to the gimbal motors, and unfortunately it's not looks good. Yes, a lot of really tiny tracks there, and my first idea, I was thinking, okay, I can repair it, and yeah, I'm sure it's possible to solder this together. But again, I was just looking how this bit is located and how it's working, how it's connected in the gimbal, and I'm afraid it will be too much tension and this area is bended too much, and if it works, it will work just for a limited time, and I don't think so. It's a good idea to take again in the parts just after a few flights. Okay, let's look what we can find online. For example, eBay. The most of these flexible cables are available from China, and if you look closer, they are not looks like the brand new. They are looks like removed from drone. Maybe brand new drone, but the sticky double-side tape, which is on the few places, it's not covered, and it looks like it was removed from the drone. And most of them, this one, this is a good example of the new one. As you can see, this double-side tape is covered by film, protective film, and that is brand new. Let's look closer on the part number on this tape, and when I'm searching, it looks like the part number from DJI Mini2 and DJI Mini1 is different part number. The tape looks really exactly the same, but it's different part number. Even these numbers of this place is like T6, T7, they're exactly the same. But this part number is different, and that's a big question. Is if the same flexible ribbon cable will fit definitely, because I was looking, and the same connectors, the same shape, only part number is different, and that is suggesting there's something different internally, like different connections, or something must be different. Or it's just a marketing trick. It's the same part and a slightly different part number. Who knows? I don't know yet. I got my theory, but I need to verify this. Currently, I can say is probably different part. Looking on the part number. From the logistics point of view, it's not really makes sense to make the same part with the different part number, because like I said, the shape, this double-sided points looks exactly the same points, and also on the tape on the end, on this long end, is the gyro chip, which is attached to the drone body. They give the data about the position, but everything looks the same. Even the chip. Looking closer on the pictures which I can find online. This chip is also exactly the same. Okay, let's look on this GPS antenna PCB. Unfortunately, when I remove it, the piece of the plastic fell out from the connector. I really hope that will be possible to repair. Let's try. Okay, after closer inspection, it looks like the one pin is missing, but be honest, it looks like this pin was not connected. It's just the solder point is fell off with this pin. But rest of the pins looks okay, and hopefully it will work when we put this plastic bit in place. Yeah, 2 pins are coming out with the plastic housing there. Let's try to repair this. And now will be a big question mark when the new flexible ribbon arrive. I will try if this connector still works. If not, yeah, I will replace the whole connector. It's even possible to buy for like 15-20 pounds the new Antenna Pcb, but this looks really good. No, not too much damage. It's just, yeah, it's just that connector. Now, it's really few weeks later, and as you can see, I put the broken bits together with some glue, and the first I used the soldering iron to like point welding plastic technique, then I put some glue on the top. It's some scars visible, but it's not. It's holding together, and it's really holding well. Of course, this whole shell will go in together. It's on the top. That will give this some more structure, strength, and one good news is the flexible ribbon cable replacement. I found this on Amazon UK, and it was like only 3 days delivery. And what I found is very interesting, but I need to put everything together, and we'll see if it's working in the next episode. I don't want to put this episode really long because it's still a lot of work to do, but I will tell you the story about this ribbon cable. That is really interesting, and I was right about this part. But okay, thank you for the watching, and see you in the next episode, hopefully the last one, and we can see how it's flight again soon. I really hope to put everything together in the week time. Next video should be available soon. Thank you for the watching, guys.